Why is it that when weather turns severe, it turns wet, it turns cold, it turns unbearable, that it is that time when people want to go out and just do absolutely nothing except for look like they're doing something? Why don't, we live in a technological era right now. We have our iPods, we have our TVs, we have everything that can distract us right where we're at. So it would be relatively easy to stay in one spot, sit down, and waste our time messing with these items. They have phrases like "save it for a rainy day." There are things times in our life that we can just spend just loafing around, doing absolutely nothing, kind of covering up in our electric blankets, popping in a movie into the DVD player, and watching it on the television. Now, when it's sunny outside and people are gathering and going to events, and there's no better place to be than at those events, and be amongst the sunshine, sun. But when the weather is a little bit intense and the thermometer hits below zero and the snow falls and the roads end up being slick from snow, sleet, rain, and ice, that's when people decide to go out of their houses, go out on the roads, and make it look like they're accomplishing something, even though they're really accomplishing nothing. Because usually when these, at least in my neck of the woods, when this kind of weather presents itself, it's always the weekend. And it's a weekend where, nothing really is going on. And yet people go out and they drink and they gamble and they do this and they do that. And that's the kind of thing that was going on the night at work there, is that usually on a day that I have a quiet night, suddenly the doors open like gangbusters and people all over the place, and they're trying to make a good time, but you just feel like saying to them, please stay home, because I don't understand why you're here. It's not that I don't welcome you as a customer, it's that why are you here? It doesn't make sense. It's cold out there. You just spent the last 20 minutes or so driving down the road that would normally take you 5 minutes to travel to be here and to get your coffee and soda and beer. And I'm like, why? Why are you here? This is a perfect time to get underneath the covers and relax. We don't have, in this day and age, we don't have time that we relax that much. And yet, everyone is just like out and about doing absolutely nothing. It's like, nothing's going on. Stay home. Relax. It's okay. There's nothing to feel guilty about. So I don't understand it. Again, I welcome people as customers in the business that I work. But it doesn't make sense that they're out and about when the weather is reaching 10 below, cars are barely starting, and everyone's basically doing nothing because there's nothing going on. That's my rant for Sunday. it's not really a rant. I understand people are people. It just doesn't make sense to me because that's all I want to do is crawl into the covers and relax. And sometimes it just doesn't seem like that's a doable thing. But I hope everybody has a good night, and we will continue on Monday.